As a reminder for the third time, to make a scatter plot on paper, just plot the ordered pairs on the graph. Do not connect them. So you're not connecting the ordered pairs. You're not making your line of best fit. A scatter plot is exactly that. It is a graph with random plots scattered on the graph paper. So do not connect them. Now, when you're doing it on paper, all you're doing is plotting those ordered pairs. Here's how you make a scatter plot in your calculator. And more importantly, stat to this go to y equals is how you store your data into your calculator. Here's your instructions on how to make a cubic or quartic regression. So after you have entered in that data, these are the steps you're going to use. This time we're going to be using 6 for cubic or 7 for quartic. And just like with exponential and logarithmic, it told you exactly which regression to use. It will either say use cubic or use quartic. So you know either 6 or 7. We do have these optional steps here. We're going to be using these today. And let's get into our example. We only have one example. We're going to go over this scatter plot in this video, and then next video we'll do parts B through F. But this is the one example since this is our 4th time doing regressions. Says the table to the right gives the U.S. gross domestic product, or the GDP, in trillions of dollars for selected years from 2005 and projected through 2070. Create a scatter plot of data with Y representing the GDP in trillions of dollars and X representing the number of years after 2000. So before I go into stat and start editing my list, we need to rewrite our years here. My year is going to be my list 1. So we're going to enter in these and then come over here to this column. It's all going to be in one list. And then this GDP will be my list 2. So we just have 2 giant lists here. Okay. Before we go into our list, we need to change our year. So X is representing the number of years after 2000. So how many years after 2000 is 2005? And that is 5 years. And then these are honestly all going by 5s. So just keep counting by 5s. This is 10, 15, 20, and so on. Okay, so let's get our calculator. And I don't know where mine went. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up here real quick. To make my scatter plot, I'm going to go to stat, which is right here. I'm going to hit enter because I'm already on edit. And I want to clear. It says if needed, clear this list by arrowing up to highlight the list, press clear, then press enter. So for both lists, I'm going to highlight up, edit, or highlight the list, hit clear, hit enter. Hit clear, hit enter, and now we are ready. So now I'm going to list my L1, which is both columns of my year, and then my L2, which is my trillions. So I'm going to pause the video and type all of these in. You need to pause the video as well so that you have time to type it in, but I don't want to make this video extra long by you watch me punch in a bunch of numbers. So pause the video. I'm going to pause the video and get all of your data into your calculator. Okay, so I have entered in all of my data now, so hopefully you have too. Make sure you have checked your entries. The L1 column is really easy to check, but as you're checking your L2, you are going to have to hover. On this like 12.145, I can see all of those digits, but once it starts getting up here to 6 digits, it's not going to show you all of those. So you can see, like, for example, this 133.925 shows us 133.93. So what you're going to have to start doing is hovering over those numbers, and then you're going to see exactly what you put into those boxes there. But please check your work. Okay, after we've entered the data into L1 and L2, we're going to go to y equals, clear out any equations, and we need to turn our plot 1 on. So we do that by arrowing up, highlighting it, and then it's good. So now I'm going to go zoom 9. So there is my scatter plot right there for part A. And so, this is going to be multiple choice. And so you're going to find the graph that looks the most like that in your My Math Lab choices.